Hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Ox, on the panel this evening is Bridgeman and GFK. How we doing, gentlemen?
All right, Ox here, even GFK as they say, or even Ox here, even said a lot myself there.
Well said. Can I say a big good evening to you two guys in the panel? Can I say a big good evening to you two guys in the panel? Huge good evening to boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans all over the world listening in. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
I've no problem with him talking to himself, Pritch, but he's answering himself.
I know, he's a shocker, isn't he? The man's a shocker. That's the truth.
That was bad there. I did answer myself. Oh, dear me.
Where were you going when I seen you coming back?
I think I've got my trousers on the wrong way. That's what it is. Oh, I've got my coming and going hat.
Right.
Good stuff.
I'm going to say 24 hours, but it's a bit more than that to reflect on yesterday. I've got to be really honest with you. I've not really looked at anything today, which is very unusual for me. I was pretty scunnered. Not with the result. It can happen. You know, you can lose goals in any game of football. I was more disappointed in the performance, GFK.
I listened to it, obviously, what the gaffer had said, you know, about, kind of, I was upset, it's maybe about how he said it, when he was asked about players coming in, he could do with 8 players coming in because he realised that there was 7 or 8 didn't perform. It was a terrible performance, you know, and that's no taking anything away from it, the Hearts, and they played the right game. But the past marks for me was Alan McGregor, probably Connor Golson to a point, Barisic, and only other one player I mentioned yesterday was I thought that he kind of shined for me when he came on was Polster. Ryan Jack's not kicked a ball really for the last 2 or 3 games. Seems he's got an injury. Ryan Kent scored a great goal yesterday, but we could go on and on. It was the midfield was non-existent.
I'm just talking about the performance, mate. If we dissect all the 11 players up there, we'll be finished by 9:10.
I know the performance was very, very poor all round. You know, if we really be truthful, an all round performance of 0 for me.
Bridgeman, as I said, you can play in a game of football. You can play well. A team comes up with part, you make a mistake, or somebody puts one in the top corner. It happens.
Oh, yes.
The manner we lost the goals was really disappointing, and it was just I don't know. It just seemed like cojones. Is that fair?
Yes, indeed. I think there was a lack of fight, most assuredly at individual level. I thought we lost too many sort of individual fights on the pitch against actually a very good hard fighting Hearts team. I thought Hearts showed us up a couple of times, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think Hearts were the most dangerous side in the whole world, and I still think we were the better team on the night.
They didn't look like scoring Bridge up until they got the first goal.
But we got a few mistakes, and it's absolutely shocking that the guy lying injured and he's got bad legs, and he's just his first game for them, and he steps up and scores a beautiful goal. Admittedly, it was a deflection. But the truth of the matter is, it was a good goal. He had a shot, which is what we couldn't do. We just, for some reason, we just couldn't do all that. We got through tons of times, maybe 4 or 5 times we got through. We just never put the ball away.
What chances did we have?
Arrivo twice.
Arrivo had one. Yeah. Kent had another one.
Kent had a stone waller, man. That was a great
Looked
chance.
Looked a stone waller, didn't it? Yeah.
You've got to hit the target, mate.
I know, of course, Of course.
All the chances I talked about, I don't think we hit the target once.
No, you're right.
You know, I get your point, Bridge. I mean, I don't think Hearts looked like scoring. I was pretty confident, and I don't know what you were thinking, GFK, when it went 1-0. That'll do us. We'll score again, and the game will be done because we seem to have got the goal, and then a couple of errors, we lose a goal, Kamara. Anybody can make a game in a game of football. When's he going to learn? How many times has he done that now?
I know. You know, I mean, I think we all saw what the manager had said. Going 1-0 up. No, can we hold on to that? Basically, but we just fell back into the same game plan as we did in the first half. We just we were all over the place. We weren't competing for the ball. It looks as if we didn't want the ball. The ball was a hot totty, as they say, a hot potato. Tackling, we weren't able to tackle. But the goals that the Kamara goal for me was, he's going to learn with that. No, that there's players stoning off and all. You can't blame corner goals, and he's failed. He's slipped, but players no going to the man that's got the ball, and it was a schoolboy error with Kamara. He needs to have a better vision than that.
Many times has he maybe done that? Maybe I remember the Aberdeen game, and I think it was a cup tie, done it.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I think it was maybe another couple of games he's maybe done it, but it's this blind pass and
the blind pass.
Makes wrong. All he had to do is put his left foot on it, put it down the line, and see where it takes us. We regroup, and maybe we go and see a turgid 1-0 win.
A Bridgeman 1-0 for me would have been at the end of the day a great result. I mean, Bridge is famous in our house and that because I've educated everybody that comes to watch the game here what a Bridgeman is, and they all the same. We'll all take a Bridgeman, and it was that's the situation we were in, that we would all take the 1-0 because did we deserve to be 1-0 up? As you all say in Glasgow, maybe he's aye, maybe he's no. But after we scored the goal, we just didn't look as if we wanted to compete again. And that was very, very poor, And for me, to lose the game the way we did, we can't blame Alan McGregor for the 2 goals, especially the second one. The second one was a deflection.
And so was the sort of first one, mate. It was a miss hit.
It was a miss hit.
A miss hit. Everything against it went. It wasn't even a true hit. But anyway, obviously there'll be people out there who want to join us. So the number is, Bridge?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. Will you be brought into the call with the one and only Fox, JFK?
Yes, the Fox is a lonesome man tonight, as far as I know. And if you want to come in, get in Skype. And you can talk about anything you want as long as it's about the Rangers. Now remember, when you call into Skype, or call in at all rather, sorry, better on Skype, if you call in, hang up, and you'll be called straight back. And you will hear the dulcet tones of Fox, and then you'll hear all our other dulcet tones.
Only if you use the phone. If you've got Skype, you don't need
it.
You can phone right in.
Can I come in on the part you were speaking about that when we got to 1-0?
Aye.
I think when we got to 1-0, although I'm a 1-0 fanatic when it comes to these things, I really believe that a good team that's sitting top of the league or getting close to the top of the league, they should never, ever, ever allow themselves to be, shall we say, beaten. Particularly if you're already, you've fought through it, you fought through the first half, and you've done everything you can, and you started to get your foot back onto the game, and you score a lovely goal. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you take the foot off. And I just think inside that team, there's something no gelling right.
Well, I've got my theory, Bridge.
Well, I don't know if they're... I don't know... you're normally talking to each other, shouting at each other, because you don't want to lose that goal, so you're shouting, everybody tighten up, this, that, and the next thing. But we didn't tighten up. We allowed them to go rampaging through sometimes. Anyway, that's as far as that goes. That's all I wanted to say about that.
But when you think about it, Bridge, if you really dissect it, they had a shot at Alan McGregor till Kamara does what he done.
Yeah.
So we were tight enough. But do you want to hear my theory?
Get somebody in there, Stuart. Somebody come in for a wee chat with you.
Oh, I know who it is. He's a very, very, very wise man.
Yep.
Evening, Albert.
Evening, guys. Hey.
Right, Albert.
Oh, hi, Jimmy. How you doing, pal?
I'm
I'm
a
a
bit...
no more. I'm scunnered. absolutely scun up. By the way, it's took me all day to try and get out of this, like, and I didn't even watch it again, Jimmy. That's how bad it would go. I can't watch that. It'll send my blood pressure through the roof again.
Well, I did the day.
You're a glutton for
What
punishment,
I seen yesterday, guys, everything you've ever said right, and everything you said yesterday was right as well. What I seen yesterday is 10 good Rangers players walking out on that park and just no bringing their football heads with them. Just no thought, no nothing. Just switched off. Now, they should have been shirricked, but they should have been shirricked after the Stranraer game, guys. Why did they wait? Why are we waiting to that game and then getting beat, then shirrick them? They should have been shirricked after that. That Stranraer performance was absolutely atrocious. Atrocious, mate. Really is. And then we did it against St Mirren again, and still there's no, I'm going to see them. I'm not talking about for us, I'm talking about for them. I'm talking for the manager, the coaching team. I mean, they should have ripped into them for their 2 games. I mean, and then you get there, and I'm saying myself at Oxford, if we turn up, we win that game. And I'm convinced that if we turn up, we win that game at Hearts. No bother. Absolutely no bother. Did we turn up? Nope. Nobody turned up. And where we get this Golson and Katic and all them had the good get, didn't it? We lose 2 goals to the middle of a penalty box, mate. 2 players facing our goal. That's where we lost for 2 goals. So you can't give the defence pass marks. As far as I'm concerned, the defence caused all that. The forwards were only great. The midfield weren't in it, but the forwards scored. We're 1-0 up. If that defence gets its act together, we win the game 1-0. But they don't. They lose the 2 goals. All right, the midfielder lost it. That's fair enough. He shouldn't have lost it. Blah blah blah, and so we go. But you're telling me you're 2 centre half. Katic is posted missing. Where is he? And Golson slips again. By the way, this guy's got a history of this slipping in crucial times. That's about 4 or 5 times, maybe even more, that he slipped at crucial times. And I'm blaming him for that goal. The reason he's slipping, guys, is he's out of position. He's panicking to get back to position. Because why is he no on Naismith? Why is a guy standing in the middle of our box, Kyrie, facing our goal with nobody near him? You're going, where are you? Oh, I better go and get him. Oh, slip. Oh, too late. He should have been out there before that. He should sense the danger. But Kamara loses the ball. And by the way, Kamara was completely wrong. But if you look about, guys, none of his mates were trying to give him a horn to take the ball off him.
No, it's just the only option he had, mate, was to put his left foot through it and put it down the line, mate.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. But that is true. There's no argument on that. But you also I'm looking at it going, right, where did the whole game go wrong? That was the one of the instances, but that highlighted the team's performance. Nobody's even trying to game an out ball. Nobody.
Do you want to hear my theory?
Go for it, mate.
Right. You listening, Bridge? Don't know if he is. Right. It's quite simple. I'm not blaming Ryan Jack, but since we've come back, or even up until even including the game at Parkhead, his mobility's been affected. If you compare the performances that he had, and even the losing side in that cup final, and the way he was all over the park, and he's not done it, and that's, I'm going to say, Kilmarnock, Celtic, Stranraer, St Mirren, and Hearts. That's 5 games, and we're missing him, and it's a compliment to him. It's not a criticism. And I hope we've not gambled and played the boy when he's no fit and maybe made it worse. That's my theory, GFK.
It's a decent theory. But do you know what? I mean, the last 2 games before this one against Stranraer, I mean, a team that is struggling to even actually stay in the mainstream of Scottish football because they could get into the lowland leagues, and we only beat them 2-0. And against a St Mirren team, I know St Mirren came and put the 10 behind the ball, but we need to learn how to beat that. And your theory is reasonable, but look at the team that we've got. Look at the team that we've put together. That team should be more than capable of beating these teams that you mentioned.
And this is my theory expands. You're listening now, Albert?
On you go then.
Go for it.
Right, so my theory expands that our 10 outfield players, there's some of them worth 15% of us. I.e., Tavernier, Morelos, maybe Jack, Davis. You get my point?
Okay.
Aye, I know
You
what
take
you're saying,
Tavernier out, you take Morelos out, you half the effectiveness of Jack, and all of a sudden, a third of your potency's disappeared.
But the only thing with that, I mean, I agree with what you said about Jack. Jack's not been playing well for whatever reason. The boy's not been playing. He's not been playing like Ryan Jack. Put it that way. I'm not getting at the boy. I'm no, because he's had a great season up till the last 4 or 5 games. But you can't turn around and say because Morelos is no playing and because Tavernier's no playing, it's affecting him. They were playing in the Kilmarnock game and the Celtic game. And he still didn't have good games. I think the boy's carrying an injury. Personally, I think that's what's up with the boy. But anyway, that aside, the bottom line is this performance was coming. I said before I thought we'd beat them 4-0 comfortably. I thought we'd slaughter them because I thought, no, Gerrard will not let them away with that Stranraer performance in that St Mirren performance. He'll give it to them. He'll tell them, look, you need to shape up here. And I'll tell you another thing. Ojo, Jones, and Barker, I mean, they're wage stealers, by the way. They need to start contributing. I'm fed up listening to they're going to come good crap. If they were that good, by the way, he would have put them on with confidence and Sunday there. But he didn't. He's worrying about them, these players. He's really worrying about these players because they're contributing absolutely nothing now. They're on the bench, but you're going, bring them on. You're going, and what are you going to be doing? You're not going to be doing anything. It's time for him to give these guys a wake-up call. It really is. But because you can't go through a season, Jimmy, carrying these players. They've got to contribute. And if they can't contribute, well, ching, it's time for you to go.
I totally agree, but do you know what's more worrying? I mean, we're all talking here on Friday night, picking our team. I mean, the team there, apart from Tav and Alfredo, is what you would probably deem our strongest team.
It's a team everybody picked it, mate.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's a worrying thing, Ox. Here.
That is our strongest team.
That's our strong. I mean, apart from the 2 guys, that is our strongest team. And I know we didn't have Tav Maraudon doing the right wing with getting his crosses in, and we didn't have the work rate that for Jermain Defoe that we know that Alfredo can bring us. But that's a worrying thing. Just out of the 2 players missing, that was our strongest team.
And that's the thing, mate. That's 30% of our team. Yeah,
well, Flanagan showed there that, I mean, in hindsight, it'd have been better playing Andy Halliday there than Flanagan. I hope that's the last time we see Flanagan. And would have been better with bringing the boy Patterson on. He'd have maybe done better.
Jimmy, wait a minute. We can't do that. We can't hang that boy out to dry.
No, it's not.
We can't hang the. No, but listen, Jimmy, we can't hang the foe out either. We don't play them for months on end. We just don't give them any game time. Then we fire them into these games and expect them to be brilliant. If you fun out something on Sunday there, right? Apart from Flanagan, the boy's no fit. You can see he's no match fit. I'm talking about.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Albert. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't there. I'm not talking about hanging the boy Patterson out to dry. I'm saying
Patterson, Flanagan.
Aye, but I'd rather have seen Patterson play. So that's how bad that Flanagan is in that position. And in regards to Jermain Defoe, I said last night, and I mean, I'm not hanging him out to dry. You can't blame him, but he was to get the service. But at the same time, when Jermain Defoe's there, we cannot adapt to the way he played. I know there was a few games last season when Alfredo was out.
Going to take a wee bit of responsibility yesterday.
I said that. That's what I'm saying.
There was a couple. He had 2 good chances, mate, when he never hit the target.
Exactly. So it's not hanging him out to dry because every one of them should be hung out to dry.
Well, what proved yesterday, Jimmy? What it sort of interrupts you, mate? What it proved yesterday was that Jermain Defoe's legs have gone. They've gone, mate. They really have. They've gone. No help with the guy.
When the boy get back,
I see the 2 chances he got, mate. It's seen his head. They're buried. The 2 chances are buried. He's sharp. He's away. He's gone. They're no getting him. But his legs are going. Don't blame the guy. He's 37 years of age. He can still do his a turn, but we need, as Jimmy says, we need to play his strength, and his strength's no high balls or whacking big long through balls and go and chase it. That's no his game. You forget about that. It's not happening. That's why I think when he's on the park, we need to change our team to Arfield and Stewart, if Stewart was fit.
Yeah,
because they're older players. They'll read the game better, and they'll give him the type of boy he's looking for. Kent and Arriba are too young. They've not got the experience to change their game and understand what Defoe's doing. At the moment, I'm not saying they're bad players, they're daft, but at the moment they've not got that wee bit of guile, that wee bit of craft. I think Stewart, just when Defoe's playing, I think Stewart and Arfield would play better up front with him.
You had it right in the head, Albert.
It's Bridge Ways.
I'm with you, pal.
There you go, Bridge. I thought Bridge had disappeared there.
No, I'm sitting listening. It's very intriguing. I just want to cast back a wee bit to what Oxchair was saying, and that's the kind of thing I've been thinking about Ryan Jack. I think Ryan Jack's been negatively impacted by something, and I don't know whether it's something happening in his personal life or something happening from an injury perspective. It looks like that to me. It looks something like that. Now, there may be a bit of overplay in there, he's played every game, blah, 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 However, you say to yourself, they're professional football players, that's what they want to do. But I think there's a wee knock there somewhere, and it's grumbling away at him. And we know he's got a wee bit of a bad knee, so that might be causing him a wee pain as well, So he's never going to get that fixed until he finishes playing football, if at all. But I really do think it's a big heart problem in some of the guys. The fight isn't there. I thought Flanagan is not the greatest player in the world. We'll make no excuses for him, but he's not the greatest player in the world. He's not the most, shall we say, best at football, but he does try, and he'll not let you down in any way, shape or form, and that based on him. But he's just not good enough sometimes.
All right, mate. We've been joined by a caller. Evening caller.
Hey boys, how you doing? It's Bazza from Orange County.
All right, mate. How you doing, mate?
I know Bazza yourself, boys.
You're awful quiet, Bazza. I don't know where you are.
Can you hear me better now?
He's doing the beach.
It must be the waves we can hear.
Can you hear me better now?
No, is it only me or anybody else? Is it distant?
I can hear him okay.
Can you hear me okay now?
That's better. Yeah.
That's better now, aye.
Alright, boys.
Go on then, Bazza. What's on your mind?
A point that I want to touch on is I think Gerard's actually missed a trick here. We've known since after the Old Firm game that wee Fredo was going to be injured. And something that I've wanted to see for quite a while now, and I'm disappointed that Gerard's not even picked up on it himself. The best piece of form that we had at Jermain Defoe was at the near end of last season when he played Scotty Arfield up beside him, because it's Scotty doing the work, doing about him, doing all the running for him, and the wee link-up play, little small triangles, playing the box in, the ball into each other, making the triangle and working off each other. Now, my personal opinion is we've got another player that's even better at that. I know he's injured now, but is Stewart. Now, Greg Stewart, I would love to see Greg Stewart up front with Defoe, and we should have started practicing this when we were on the pre-season, not the pre-season, but the winter break. This should be implemented, and we should have been working on that since we knew Fredo was going to do it. And it doesn't look as if we've even tried to work on that type of system, which is worrying to myself.
I'll accept some of your worries, mate. I've already shared and all that. And I'll tell you what I don't like. I think in football, if you become a one-trick pony, teams set themselves up to stop you and then can get and tap you. We've seen that a couple of times. When they've flooded the midfield, no let us play, and they've harried us. We've struggled. And that worries me that it becomes a wobbling thing. You've got to do plan A better. And sometimes you've got to admit, right, let's check, we're getting murdered in midfield here. We need to get our body in there. It's all part of the game, in my opinion. And you're right, we could have been muttering stuff, and Greg Stewart's been very, very unlucky. I don't think he's had a bad game for us when he's come on his cameos. So we missed his guile. Guile's the word I use, GFK.
Is he still injured?
DBT, mate.
deep vein thrombosis.
Oh, right. So that's what he's got. That's serious.
Well, I've heard that that's what seemingly he didn't rest properly after coming back from Dubai, and that's what causes
you know, guys, the way the professional football players train today is nothing like what we did when we were younger. I mean, miles and miles and miles away, planets away. And
it's all right playing down in the toe and teen and rent and then going for 10 pints after it. That's my training. But
well, you could have done nothing else but go for a pint after it.
Well, of course, that was your warm down going into the barn back, carrying a tray of drinks. Hey ho!
Well, see that. See, there's another point I want to make as well, guys.
Time, JFK rehydration.
Of course we were.
We never suffered with dehydration. Never heard it before. Or rehydration, aye. And there's another point. See the crap that was talked last year about after the winter break and what caused the lack of energy and all that. So what came out then was we missed that first game and getting into the Kilmarnock game whenever the game. What a nonsense! Absolute. That's proved it this year. Absolute crap talk. Nobody knows what's happening with us when we come back. Everybody else comes back for their winter break and seems to be all right, apart from us. We look lacklustre. We look completely devoid of ideas and absolutely shattered. And you're going, what's happening here, guys? What happened? So that's 2 years in the trot now, guys. That's 2 years in the trot.
I'm sure we'll talk about it. And else on your mind, Bazza?
No, that was pretty much it. Well, I mean, there was one thing, another thing that I noticed is I thought when the boy Polster came on, at right back, we looked far more attacking, far more adventurous. And the boy could whip a ball in, and he's an athlete as well. The boy's got legs with cannons. And I just don't see why he decided to play Flanagan ahead of him. And that's another boy that needs his chance, is that boy Polster.
Yeah. Thanks, Bazza. That was my shout, pal.
Listen,
said that last night.
Listen, we'll discuss that, but it's always great to hear from you.
And, definitely, Bazza.
Don't hesitate to phone us sooner.
And I appreciate you taking the call, guys. And all the best. And let's hope Wednesday.
Just get these sun loungers ready for me and Bridge. We'll be over soon.
Hey, Bazza.
Right,
Bazza, keep it going. Bridge man here. Keep it going for the Rangers, pal. Keep it going there.
Keep it going, boys. We are the people.
We are.
Cheers,
always.
Cheers, boys.
That was a dream of yours to move there. Orange County, JFK.
Definitely, man. Where'd you come from? JFK for Orange County.
I've been there. I've been there, mate.
No.
Brilliant. I mean, on the poster one, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I think new posters in front of Flanagan. He looked quicker. He looked more determined, and he looked fitter. I'm surprised he got that energy considering he's newly married.
He looked maybe a football player or not.
Can I ask a question of all the guys? I'm no keen on what the manager did insofar as substitutions were concerned when he made the two subs. I theoretically understand why he did it, because they both were booked.
He said one was an injury.
To whom?
Ryan Jack.
Ryan Jack was an injury. I do apologise. I haven't heard the manager's statements, so I was only going by the coincidentally, both men had been booked. Yeah. So in my thoughts, I was thinking, I don't understand why he's done that, because Ryan Jack, to me, always seems to give a half-decent performance, and sometimes a marvellous performance. But over the last couple of weeks, I think somebody said this earlier, I think it was you actually, Oxcherry, was saying maybe 4 or 5 weeks even, he's not been on his game at all for the 90 minutes. So maybe that's right. Maybe he was injured, and that's all there was to it.
Well, when you look at the one he get booked, it was the same as the Parkhead when he'd done a Kamara and turned blind and gave the ball away.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
He goes chasing after it and dives in, gets booked, and so, and then possibly injures himself at the same time.
Was that against the same boy that Flanagan got booked at? Boy Henderson?
It was.
Jings. Young laddie too.
Aye. But Albert, you were coming in there, mate.
Well, the way he pulls me, he looks a better football player than Flanagan. I'll give you that, because that boy he gave out to Kent was absolutely tremendous. By the way, what a ball that was!
That'd be up there with Barisic for Morelos.
That's up there with that boy from Man City. You know what I mean? What a ball that was, man! You're getting it. That's excellent, son. Good grief! And it's the vision to see it. I'm saying that wasn't a hit and hope or I'll kick it into the danger. That was a meant boy. Seen him and he curled that ball right round. I was like, that's an absolute outstanding ball. But I don't know what's happening with Polster at all, because every time I see the boy, I like what I see. And I'm only seeing 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But he done more than that 15 minutes, the first 15 minutes of that second half, and the whole team done put together. Because they started looking like a fit and going, no, he's up for this, you can see it. But again, the rest of the team weren't up for it. Just, I don't know what, they're switched off, completely switched off. They've been switched off since the St. game. I don't care what everybody says, they've just been switched off. It's a team that's, I don't know what's required with them, because it put me in mind of the second half of the Aberdeen game. I mean, that was just a full 90 minutes of the Aberdeen game against Hearts there. Just completely and utterly switched off. And you're getting it, come on, there's kick and rush football. We struggled last season with this kick and rush football, and this is struggling with again. So we struggle with defensive football, low blocks, and we struggle with kick and rush football. So what's this team expecting to happen? Everybody to come out and play the way they want them to play so they can play their football, pass the ball around about everybody. It ain't going to happen. We need to find ways to win games. They need to understand that. And it might be ugly, it might be brutal, it might be pretty, but at once, I don't care how it is, you just need to win the game. Then we can talk about how bad it was, how good it was, whatever, but win the game. And we should have won that game on Sunday. Horrible it had been, and Hearts deserve what they got. But if we'd have sneaked that game, you'd have sat there and going, we didn't deserve that 2-3 points, but we got them. That's what wins leagues. Now we're sitting here looking at that team and going like that. What's up with you guys? How many times the rest of the season are you going to play like that? When is it going to happen? We're going to play. We don't actually know when they're going to slip into this mode, and that's a dangerous sign. I don't like that sign. That's a dangerous sign. Gerrard needs to know what's happened here. I said it against the Aberdeen. He needs to get them in and find out what happened in that second half. And then now he needs to find out what happened in that game. Why did we get swept aside? Why were we not up for the game? Why were we not up for the Stranraer game? Why were we not up for the St Mirren game? He needs to find out. Sorry, guys, another rant.
No, it was a good rant, mate.
No, it was a good rant. I agree with you, pal.
I'm doing my bit for NHS, just thinking of the pills we were saving, letting you come on.
Saving a fortune, ain't you? Saving a fortune.
All right. If people want to join us and give their thoughts, they can go right through you, Albert, and talk to them, can they, Bridge, if they want?
Absolutely. They can do it on 0141 356 1972 and just ask for Albert.
Phone in on the phone. Hang up and we'll contact you right back. Where else can you join us, JFK?
You can join us rangersradio.online and you'll be put right through. You can talk everything about the Rangers, as long as when you come on, you talk to Albert.
Aye.
And I do a knit and bee on a Thursday night, I know if anybody's interested.
Knit and bee.
Well said,
Albert. Well said.
Think of him anyway.
Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Stitch one, peril one.
I knew a couple of perils, aye.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
I don't know if she was a swinger or a singer, but I didn't know them.
Oh, my God.
Was your sister called Peril?
Oh dear. That was a good rant by Albert, and every word he said was 100%. You know, he's you can hear it in his voice. He's feeling the same.
I came out of that cup final at Hampden, mate. Disappointed, really upset for the people, the Waynes and all the people around about you. But I'd watched the game and I went to myself, we get mugged. And I wasn't disappointed in the team, if that makes any sense. I was disappointed in the team yesterday.
I think, you know what, I think, again, I'm going to say this, and a lot of folk might disagree with me. Personally, I think we needed someone like Helander in the back there to sort of calm things down. And
we missed him on the left side, mate.
I think so. I think the left side was quite exposed
we missed him on
in
the
that
left
sense.
side.
That
Katic is a one-trick pony.
I wouldn't say that. But
he's
I think
good enough.
He's played very well. But when you're getting pushed back like that, the pressure's on you. They force you to turn. All that nonsense, and you can't get.
Scored one goal.
Oh, he scored some good stuff. He's played very well. It's just on that game. You watch that game. All the pressure was coming down it. No, they're coming down there, right?
We've been joined by Stardog. Even Stardog.
I would prefer if we could. I like Helander, and I think he's a wise player, and he's got a lot of experience, and he may have found a way to calm things down a wee bit at the back. He may have done, may not, but I think that balance.
Yesterday, Bridge. Yesterday, Bridge.
I was only kidding on. We've been joined by Stardog.
I was trying to contain myself there. I can't take it anymore. Sitting there rocking back and forward, bailing there. All this way he was talking about my Katic.
Katic sounds like a Scottish name, doesn't it? Katic.
Yep, that's what he's called, Katic.
How we doing?
I don't think we missed. Aye, all right, mate. Recovering for yesterday. I'm going
to be honest with you, mate. Sometimes I don't think we're fair on the big fella because we're expecting him to clear it, and he's not actually left footed.
Correct.
And that's the issue. I mean, I think it was 2 or 3 times yesterday put the ball straight out of the park. He's not playing in his natural position, and we'll see what it takes us. But
I've praised him for the same thing, mate. I've praised him for the same thing. I've praised him for his no-nonsense defending, nothing doubt, just kick it out. So,
I don't think he was sometimes, trying to kick it out, mate. He was trying to put it up and down the line, and because he's not left-footed.
I know.
What's wrong with Big Katic at times, like Stardog? What's wrong with Big Katic? He can be a victim of his own enthusiasm. He just doesn't know. He's a great. I like Big Katic. Don't get me. I really like Big Katic, and he just sometimes gets wrapped up in his own enthusiasm. You go, it's like see that second goal, Naismith's goal. He shouldn't be out in the area. He should be defending the area. Golson should be closer to Naismith as well. They 2 goals came to the centre of our box. That should never happen. And the 2 players that scored the goals were facing our goal. No challenge, and you're going, what's happening here, guys? That's complete. And we can't give the defence any credit for that whatsoever. And to my mind, they were all, apart from McGregor, they're all wanting that day 2 goals. That was it. All right, Kamara lost it. That's fair enough. He's got to put his hands up with that. But for then on in, that defence has got to take care of that situation. They're going to help their mate out.
Then you notice Katic was trying to file a team up in the first half.
Before we go back to Stardog, we'll be joined by Dutchie. Evening, Dutchie.
Good evening, Oxter. How are you doing, mate?
I'm alright. How's your good self?
Not bad. I'm sorry to interrupt your very valid conversation. I wholeheartedly agree with everything that's been said so far. I just thought I'll give you a wee ringing.
Alright, mate. What else is on your mind and what's your thinking?
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, I'm highly amused because I hope the guys in the lobby don't mind me saying so, but I'm highly amused because our nice Cairo every now and again writes to me in the lobby in Dutch, and I write back to him in Dutch. I hope that the fellow Rangers Radio listeners don't mind that. But then now Jeff G has joined in, and I've pulled out, and Jeff G and Cairo are writing to each other about football in Dutch. I think that's very amusing, and it's. They must be using Google to translate because everything is absolutely perfect. I'm not questioning his ability, but it's very amusing to see that actually.
Well, no, I think you've got it right there. When if you have a couple of drinks and shots, mate, it can turn into Dutch quite easily.
Now, I've got a very good friend here in the Highlands who is from Wick, and I know Wick is another country. These people are more Norse than anything else. But I was trying to introduce him to our show there, and through the MP3 archives, and I couldn't understand why he said this. He says, "I can hardly follow what these guys are saying. It's too broad Glasgow." I said, "Well, they're not all Glasgow." But he said, I said, oh, they're phoning him from Edinburgh and other parts of Scotland and from all over the world. He said, no, I find it too hard to follow them. I said, look, I'm a Dutchman. I don't find it very hard to follow them. But he's really a blue nose as well, very, very much so. But he said he found it hard to follow you guys, which I was very surprised about.
Well, me and Bridge are obviously Glasgow men. JFK's on the outskirts now.
I'm a Partick man, mate.
He's going in, Dutchie will translate for him.
I know. But also, some of the boys know already that our sons, the one from Edinburgh, the one from Holland, and his mates, they're coming over on Saturday for the sheep game. The last one we were at ourselves when we won 5-0. That was a brilliant day. But unfortunately, my wife and I will not manage it this Saturday, so we be watching it on telly.
All right, brilliant. You just hang on there, Frank. We've been joined by James from Tennessee. Evening, James.
Hello, how's it going? I just wanted to make a point that I've been looking at the championship. Jukovic, you'll not get Jukovic, but Jukovic, who plays with Birmingham City, a strong centre forward. He's just signed a contract with Birmingham, and also Lee Tomlin from Cardiff City. They are strong physical players. Even Tomlin signed a new contract, but there's players in the championship. We need to play against a place like Tynecastle where the supporters are really on top of the players with strong physical players. Defoe play him at home with the Ibrox. When they're away at grounds like Aberdeen, physical, strong players, and that's what was lacking. If we don't get these type of players in, we're not going to win the league with that team. We need to make sure they're strong. And in Jukovic, there's guys like Capu, Mitterland. He would be good as well. Strong physical players, a strong centre forward up front. And that's my point. The other point is about Aribo. Aribo never tackled the guy, the Hearts centre forward. He kind of made a silly kind of challenge. He didn't even hold him up.
The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone.
Carry on, James. Carry on. Oh. I think James might have dropped out there, but as a caller come through, right? What have we got? We'll get 3 or 4 days to make a signing. I'll go to GFK first, but I'll come back to you, Dutchie, but it's difficult who to bring in, and obviously championship
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
You know?
The person you are calling is unable to take your call.
I think
leave your message after the tone.
Any of the players that we should bring in, I still say that and it's no throwing Jermain Defoe under a bus. We still need another striker. Do we need another right back? Possibly no. But we need somebody in the midfield that's going to battle better than what we've got. Right wing, Aribo seems to me in games he was playing no bad in the right wing. So maybe we don't need that. Left wing we're all right for. And we know we've got Jordan Jones. Maybe him and Kent could flip-flop, as they say. But I still say we need another striker. And I'd be disappointed in the January window if ends on Friday if we don't bring somebody in that can enhance the team. I know,
it's the other way about, Jimmy. It's the other way about. We need a left winger, not a right winger. It's all right wingers we've got playing on the left. It's a left winger we need playing on the right.
Well, I suppose you could say that. I know what you're saying. That I know. Ryan Kent did start as a right winger with Liverpool and that, but I would say that he is our left winger. Although he's no running with the boys as comfortably as he has been the last few games. But for me, I think the priority is going to be a striker. Look, age is what it is. 37's no old, but it is in terms of fitness for somebody you're looking to play. Myself and my good friend Fox, I would many a battling about this. I disagree with him, and the fact is that Jermain Defoe can last a few games if Alfredo's out. I don't think he can. I think that was proved yesterday because Hearts done yesterday what you knew they would do. It's no Alfredo Morelos out there Jermain Defoe doesn't like getting battered about. He wasn't up for it, guys. He just wasn't up for it.
Maybe maybe your point, his third game in 9 days might be.
Yep, that's I was just going to say that.
Can I just say to George for EK, have a little patience, George. Hang up and wait. Don't hang up and phone back.
I don't like that I told you so attitude, but I just think that it's a bridge too far for Jermain Defoe. And that's not the answer for us. Looking at the games that we've got coming up Wednesday and Saturday, especially Saturday, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but I think we all know what's going to happen, that Alfredo will get booked. And then 2 games after that, he'll be banned again for another 2 games. So you've got to bring Jermain Defoe in. For me, that's not the answer, guys. Definitely not. We need another striker in there. And if there's a couple of million to be spent, we need to go out and spend it. And I'll say this, and I think then Jermain Defoe's got to fall down to number 3 striker. I just think...
Guys, definitely. We need another striker in there.
George, you've got the show on in the background.
Can I ask you a question, boys?
George, turn the show off if you're coming in. You should know better. Carry on, Bridge.
I was just going to ask you all a question. Do you really think the Rangers are going to sign somebody before Friday?
It doesn't look like it, Bridge, if I'm being honest.
No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. You're right. I don't think they will.
No, but unless they've been working on somebody, Bridge. Unless they've been working on somebody.
That's the only way, yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
But I don't want them to sign somebody new. If they've not been working on somebody, I don't want them to sign somebody new. Because that just smacks of blind panic.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
agree,
that smacks
I agree. Totally agree.
Dutchie's there. The voice of reason still with us, Mr. Dutchie. We married Miss Herdley.
Dutchie's a badger. He's by Amsterdam.
Oh,
no.
Miss Herdley's a lovely lady.
Oh, yeah, from the Hague. Sorry,
that's The Hague is the best city in the country. Never mind.
That's even worse in Amsterdam.
I totally agree with
JFK. Do you know how he doesn't like Eindhoven? Because it was a bridge too far for him.
A bridge too far.
No, that was an Arnhem.
Arnhem, sorry.
Arnhem. Yeah. No, but I totally agree with JFK. He's been saying that for quite a while now, and it was evident on Sunday. Defoe, I don't think, was playing to his full potential. And it was a shame to see how our team, our team wasn't up for it. That was for sure. And we don't know quite why. Was it because it was hard? Was it because it was a new manager? Was it because Morelos was playing? These facts are all into the mix. I'm not sure. What I was certain about is I was pretty peed off. And so was everybody else. I think it's because also we expect our team to win every game, and we should. If we want to have a claim on this trophy, we should win every game, and we have the capability of doing it. However, it doesn't help when Mr. Clancy, and I don't want to go over old ground together, Mr. Clancy decides to book Morelos for absolutely nothing at all. Now he has achieved what he was after all along.
I influenced that game yesterday. Aye, that's a fair comment. Aye.
No, but this is what he has achieved way back to the old firm game. He banned Morelos. Morelos wasn't playing yesterday. The team wasn't playing up for it. Was it because Morelos wasn't playing? Not sure. Probably that was an element as well. But hey, we lost yesterday, partially because of Clancy. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel. I was pretty peed off.
I actually get it, mate. That crossed my mind yesterday that he still influenced that game yesterday.
Yeah, and that's all they want to do. They want to try to stop us in any means. And Bridgman has been on and on about it before as well. He is absolutely spot on, and we're all thinking the same. Now,
George VEK's joined us now at last. He's a first-time caller.
Right, lads.
That East Kilbride's rough, isn't it? It's a bit rough.
Raging, man. Raging I was, man. I mean, I must admit, I agree with everything Albert says. Everything he says, man, I really do. Everything he says.
Would you like a signed photograph?
To a certain extent with JFK and all.
We're getting out signed photographs, Albert. Would you want one?
Get him in the dressing room, by the way. He's needed. He needed it in there, man. He kicked fucking backsides.
No, you watch your lineage.
Sorry about that. I was that angry, man. I was that angry. I was watching Rip My Arms, man. Murder at Moorstone Manor. Trying to get a bit of happiness back in.
Would you want one of these signed photographs, Albert?
No, I'm not that type of person. You're all right. So it's cool.
No. Trust me, mate. You wouldn't want one of me. Oh, no.
How you doing? All better, all right, mate.
I'm good, mate. I'm sick, but I'm good. I'm no. You know what I mean? I'm totally and utterly pissed.
When he says he's sick, you
get that in your arms on.
Oh, okay. But it's still, it's raw, it's sore.
Tell me about it.
As Ox's pointed out, mate, it's the way we get beat. You get beat, you got to take it in the chin when you get beat. That's fair enough. But unlike that scummy mob who can't take a defeat at all, when you get beat, you get beat. And Hearts deserved their win. No bother. No, Hearts after them, they deserved their win.
The best team in the park,
and the way we get beat, no, I'm nowhere in that one. I'm just nowhere in that one. And I'm telling you right now, if you'd ever got me in that dressing room, there's a few we come out there with our bits and pieces and tatters, I'll tell you, because I wouldn't miss them. I'm telling you, I would not miss them. They're not getting away with that one with me. They're not getting away with the three games with me. They wouldn't get away with the Stranraer one for a start.
Man. What happened to me? That's what I'm saying. When Defoe was playing last, when Miles was suspended, and we're playing, as you say, the triangles, and we're playing, but a wee bit, we're scoring the barrel of the goals. What's happened to that?
I know.
How's it all
annoys me? But what annoys me is, see yesterday, I mean, they weren't even giving their own mates a horn. Their own mates were in trouble, and they weren't even giving each other a horn. You're like, move into position, take the ball, move off, pass, move. They weren't even doing that. You're saying, come on, guys, shoot it at the wheel. We're all in this together. I mean, we're all in this together. Come on, let's all put the shoulder to the wheel and get on with this. All right, on the battle. We're in a battle. We're all in the battle. Then it's no one or two play. We're all in the battle. The support, the team, the management. We're all in the battle. So let's get on with it. Instead of that, you collapse. You absolutely collapse. That's not allowed. It's just not allowed. I'm not putting up with that. I'm no, and I hope Gerard. You heard Gerard after it. He's not putting up with that either. That's just not acceptable.
He was shell shocked and all, man. You know what I mean?
I'm sure there's an elephant in the room here, JFK.
Go.
There's an elephant in the room. Have you any ideas?
No. Where is it?
I don't mean all bear. Dutchy.
Hello.
There's an elephant in the room.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, somebody's still. You've got the show in the background. You turn it off, caller.
Yeah, I've turned it off.
All right, how you doing, mate? All right.
I'm Steve from Colby. I travelled got my daughter to the game on Sunday.
I can hardly hear you, mate.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I travelled up to the game on Sunday with my daughter, yeah?
Yeah, okay, mate. Yep, I heard that. Yep, carry on.
Yeah. And I was very disappointed in the first half because Rangers weren't even in the game at all. And I was disappointed.
Good connection.
Aye, you know, you got a great signal. Well, I think we were all disappointed in the first half, Bridget.
Absolutely, we've said that. Look, there's people get obviously slightly different ideas and things. I think we in our midfield anyway, we can do quite good things. We can hold the ball, we can do this and do that. But for some reason or other, we can't find a pass through to Defoe. I can't understand it myself. I don't know what we've got to do that. But the midfield, even coming in, but doing the left there with Barisic, I thought we misfiring. When he got the ball down in there, he wasn't getting great balls across, which he normally does. And we just can't find Defoe.
The only time we got a ball and we scored a goal, mate.
Yes, indeed. I'm saying that. Well, but it happened the last time as well, didn't it? It was at St Mirren when he got a nice ball in and Defoe scored the goal. Yeah, there's times he gets it in, but a lot of times he doesn't. No saying he's a bad player in any way, shape or form. So please forget anything like that. This is me, a wee bit critique.
Hello.
I'm saying what a lot of folk have been saying for a long time. We need to find our way through to Defoe. We need to get the ball through to him. If he's on the pitch at any time, whether he plays for us again, make no difference. If he plays for us, the players need to play to him. Find him to help him out.
All right, I think you call us back, Liz. Hello, caller.
Hello, yeah.
You need to expand your vocabulary.
Oh, what's your name, mate?
It's Dave from Colby in
All
Northamptonshire.
right, Steve. All right, okay.
Right, I'd just like to say Rangers never turned up on Sunday.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
disappointed.
Totally agree with you.
I'm really disappointed because I travelled up with my daughter to watch the game on Sunday. Yeah, at the first time I've been up. Yeah, and I was very disappointed with the ball to Defoe. Defoe wasn't even getting the service what he should get.
Can I argue with that? Albert.
Say that again. I missed that because I was doing something there, guys.
Defoe didn't get the service.
That's a good point, by the way. See the last 3 games, by the way. Defoe, they've barely created a chance for Defoe. Barely created a chance for the guy. I agree with you, bud. I agree with you.
It's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed because Defoe wasn't getting the service. They were trying to knock. He's only a small guy. You know what I mean? He's not tall. He's not a big 6-foot striker. He's only small. And they were knocking balls up in the sky for him. And honestly, he wasn't getting anywhere. He wasn't even like Kent. I watched it. He was getting pushed off the ball. That Hearts player, striker, he was on Kent. Kent tried his best, but the rest of them, you know what I mean? I was disappointed. I really were. And then when Hearts got the second goal, what was the defence doing? Who was marking who? I don't know who was marking. Because Kamara was, I tell you one thing, see Kamara and Flanagan, that was the worst I've seen for years. You know what I mean? I'm a big Rangers fan. I've followed them all my life, and I'll follow them. They need to get another striker in. They can't rely on Defoe and Morales. If Morales gets suspension, they're going to have to rely on Defoe all the time.
Yeah.
The problem with that is, see, you're right. We're going to have to rely on Defoe if Morelos gets. Wait a minute. It's not if Morelos gets suspended. It's when he gets suspended, because the referees are going to get after him again. There's no doubt about it. But the trouble with Defoe is we need to learn how to play with the guy. We need to learn how to create chances for the boy, because he will score if we create the chances. He will score. The guy's a prolific goal scorer, but we don't create chances. And if we don't create chances, you may as well have him sitting on a bench and put anybody else, Edmondson or anybody else up there.
That's what I mean. But how did you not get a start?
Who's this?
Jones. Jones is on the bench, so why didn't Jones? Yeah, Jones.
Well, no, wait a minute. Jones wasn't get a start because his performance against Stranraer. I mean, they fat trumpets are all. They has-beens of Stranraer. He couldn't run by them. I mean, these players are 35 and 36 and they're huge, overweight, and he can't run by them. You're going, what are you doing? Oh, I'm no fit. Well, you've got to be fitter than them. I'm 63 years of age and I could run by them.
Anyway,
why did you not start with Scott Arfield?
We've reached that time of the evening. Get yourself on mute and we're going to have a tune.
Why did you start with Scott Arfield? Hello? Hello?
Tune time.
See them march on, marching on through the years of history. Heads held on high, for the jersey they would do or die. Fight, fight for right, play the game with the badge of glory. Win, lose or draw, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true, on their way to cheer the boys in blue. Follow they will, marching on to the songs of glory. Win, lose or draw, that's the
Well back, gentlemen.
Yep.
Stardog's been sitting there patiently. I know we're all feeling it, and Stevie, he's obviously disappointed. I don't think he's any more disappointed than the rest is. Stardog, give your thoughts, mate.
Just generally on yesterday, Ox. I thought we were poor, mate. I thought we were poor for the get-go. I mentioned on here yesterday, I know, I mean, we hadn't conceded a goal yesterday, we scored the first goal of the game. All we had to do after that was then hold on, and for whatever reason we weren't able to do that. I'm starting to, I never ever did disagree with you, Jimmy, about the striker, but I mean, I'm starting to see why we do need another striker in there, because we just don't have the options up there, mate. And I mean, I honestly do believe Oxford we need a left back as well, because we've seen what happens when Tavernier's out of the team. And I know for a fact, Polster can go in there and the boy Patterson can go in there and they give you a bit of diversity. But on the left, if Barisic goes, mate, getting injury wise and that, we've got no diversity in the left at all for cover. The only player that can play there is Flanagan and Halliday. And I mean, they don't bring anything to the table in terms of going forward. So for me, mate, I would like to see somebody coming in. But I agree with Albert, no for the sake of just because of that result at the weekend. It has to be somebody we've been looking at. It has to be a good signing.
I mean, I know I've been banging a drum about Jermain Defoe. For me, isn't it the backup I think we need for Alfredo? I mean,
we need a target man, Jimmy.
Aye, was it Stevie for? I can't remember where he came for. Forgive me, Corby. He kind of contradicted himself there about Jermain Defoe. He never got a chance to get the ball, but then he played poor. So look, I just don't think, Stardog, that we can adapt to the way Jermain Defoe plays. I know he was a prolific goal scorer down south, but I just don't think that he's up for it up here. And that's me contradicting myself in a way, because I know last season when Alfredo was out for a few games that Jermain had banged a few goals in. But I just think what Hearts done is yesterday, that played right into their hands. Their manager right away, get on Jermain Defoe, he'll not give you any bother the same as Alfredo does. That type of game yesterday was suited Alfredo Morelos. A right set to a square goal, and he'd have sorted it out. 2 or 3 players. You know what his plays like, Stardog? We've all seen it, mate.
Aye, but he's in there. I'd like him to be a bit more vocal, mate, because I mean, like we're all saying on here, we know what Jermain Defoe can do, and we know the style of football that you have to play. He likes to play on the shoulder of the defenders, and see when they're humping these long balls up to him, I'd like to see him screaming at folk, asking them what they're actually playing at, because he needs the ball into feet, mate, and he needs runners going beyond him. If he's going to be playing off folk and things like that, or if folk are going to be playing off him, he needs runners going beyond him, mate, and then he needs to get himself into the box. And the ball, 9 times out of 10, it has to be into feet. He's goal against St Mirren, mate, and I mean, in my opinion, I didn't say it yesterday, but if we're looking at the Stranraer game, we're slow in that, Jimmy. We're even slow in the St Mirren game, because the quality's been upped a bit in that game. And there you go, Hearts have probably got a better team than St Mirren, so the quality's been upped again, and we just couldn't cope. We couldn't break them. We could not break them, mate, and that's without Alfredo Morelos. But like we've been saying on here for the past week now, when he comes back, he gets one booking, and then we're in the exact same predicament for the next 2 league games again, mate. So it makes utter sense that we go and we get somebody, but it's got to be the right person, mate. Even if it is just for a third striker, we can't go and get an air laugh at it or whatever. Know what I mean? Or an air Sadiq. But we need somebody, Jimmy. I agree with that.
I did say on our throat out to everybody, I'll ask a question. I know we don't want an easier, but we could name probably 5 or 6 names that we'd like to see come and play. But I'll give you my take on it. I would say that if we buy a striker, it's got to be a striker who's capable of stepping in for Alfredo, because I don't think Jermain's got what it takes. And I know I've had this argument with various guys on the panel in the last year. So I'll ask you first, George. What player at a cost, I say a couple of million or whatever, would you like to see come to us, or do you think that is an knee-jerk reaction?
No, I don't. We need a player with a bit of a lot of physicality, man. Because Defoe's no goer. Morelos says we need a player. It's got physicality and strongness, man, to get in there and get heat in the ball, whatever, and score a goal. No, because Defoe's just not that type of player at all, you know what I'm talking about? He's got to find space in the box, man, and shoot. And we're crossing balls into the box, it's completely, it's useless. A guy's that small, man, he's no one, he didn't throw his weight about either, you know what I'm talking about.
No. What were you, Bridge, man? Bridge.
For buying, you mean for buying a player in?
We were talking about a knee-jerk reaction to yesterday's result.
We were speaking a wee bit earlier about it. Personally speaking, I honestly don't think the club will, and neither should they. To be honest, we need to show that we're calm. Okay, we got a bad result, but we never played that great either. The manager's got to pick all that up. All these things should be done on the training pitch and find out what Albert was saying, what actually went wrong. Just like you said, the manager needs to know and his coaches need to know just what went wrong, what was the matter with you, blah, blah, blah. And if everybody turns in and says, well, we couldn't be arsed then, fine, at least you know. But the truth of the matter is that isn't true. Something else must be wrong, must be upsetting the players in some way or to knock them off that level. Because as you say, Jimmy, as Stardug says, you know, we come back and we play against Stranraer, very low level, don't do too much, never sparked. We play against St Mirren, who, by the way, hats off to them. They've done no bad in their first 3 games there, you know. No bad against us. And I think they drew against Aberdeen yesterday, something like that. So they've done no too bad, but still, we were pretty poor against them. For us, you know, at that level.
What were you all
then yesterday, my goodness.
Yeah. What were you all Bear? What do you think? A knee-jerk reaction? Or should we do it?
I think it would be, but if you force me on it right now to say that we need of course we need a striker. I've said it with you a lot right at the beginning, and if you force me into it, I would say Dykes.
Aye.
Yeah, well said.
See, that's a player that I've thought about myself. You know, I've always been I'm 62 and I'm looking back to some of the giants we had as big number 9s, and if I've no got a player that can play the same as Alfredo, I'd like somebody who could be a battering ram, but could still play a bit. And I think the big boy Dykes, he's got that in him, and that's my problem. I can understand where Bridge is coming from, you know, 100% what Bridge is saying there, but it's so. I mean, my main concern. I mean, Bridge is saying there about, you know, about there's something wrong there. I mean, how can 8 players just perform like that at one time? You know, what is wrong? But we might never get to know that. But I still think we should bring in another striker.
The bottom line, Jimmy, is Gerrard needs to get to the boat. Jerry needs to get to the boat. We don't need to get to the boat.
No,
he needs to get to the boat. He needs to find out what went wrong there. And he needs to find out that happened in the Aberdeen, second half of the Aberdeen game. And you sit and go, look, guys, this can't keep happening like this. What's wrong? He needs to get that team together and sit down and go, you need to tell me what's wrong. Because I'm putting you out there in good faith. I'm fighting behind you, the supporter behind you, and you put a performance. What happened?
Yeah.
Let them explain to you what happened. Golson, why are you out of position? Why are you no closer to Naismith? Katic gets dragged out to the left-hand side because it's enthusiasm that drags him over there. You sit and go, the boy crosses the ball out to the right-hand side. Paulson's posted missing. Where are you? Where's Arfield and Paulson over that side? So something needs to be... He needs to find something out about this. He needs to sit down with them and say, well, we need to work it out, guys, because if we don't work it out, it's going to happen again. So this kick and rush football, we can't handle kick and rush football. Is that all it is? Is it as simple as that?
Yes, Stardog.
Sorry.
Jimmy, I made the point yesterday, mate, about Ryan Jack, Glenn Kamara and Steve Davis. Sometimes, mate, I feel as if they're all doing the same job in there. And if these teams are just putting their 2 banks of 5 in front of behind the ball and just defending for their lives, do you know, I think it's maybe time to drop one of the midfielders out there and put in and play a Rebo number 10 and put an Ojo or a Barker or a Jones out on the left or the right or whatever. behind Defoe or Morelos and go main attacking because we can afford to, mate. I mean, these teams aren't even getting. I mean, Hearts enjoyed majority of the possession in the first half, mate, and we all know they never even get near our box yesterday, mate. Teams aren't intending to score against us, so I can safely say I think we should drop one of the midfielders out, mate, and I'd be happy to take Glenn Kamara and Ryan Jack in there. So I would keep Steve Davis in there, mate, because he's a very consistent player, albeit he's no injured and things like that, but. For me, mate, it's time to let one of the midfielders go and we play a Rebo number 10 and we put an Ojo or an Arfield out there, or a Barker or a Jones. I mean, we've got options, mate. We've got options out there, and it's one more attacking option, isn't it? It's somebody that can make something happen. And then I didn't even mention Greg Stewart. Greg Stewart could get his place in the team, mate, and Rebo could move inside.
Well, that's a great point you make, Stardog, because Rebo for me is playing out a position. You know, because that's not the position he plays for international. That's not the position he played before he came to Rangers. So you're 100% correct. And maybe if we did move him into that number 10 role, then it might give that bit more scope there. But I still feel that, you know, to help Jermain Defoe, you know, he's got to help himself. And I don't want to keep bringing the age thing into it, because I mean, there's a lot of players that played to their 40 odds, and but for me in Scottish football, it's no his game. If it's a physical game, he's no up for it. I don't think he is anyway. You know, I think he's too slight. When he goes in challenges for the ball.
If that's the case, Jimmy, we should move the team up closer to him, mate, to help him and get more bodies running about him. And I honestly do think we could afford to lose a midfield player, mate. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the guys think, but I think in the past 3 games there, mate, have showed us that no many teams are going to come out there and have the desire to go out there and attack us, mate, and try and win the game. Do you know what I mean? I know they beat us yesterday, but that's honestly, it's just a one-off for me, mate. It really is. I'm prepared to lose one of these midfielders, mate. And move Aribo into number 10 and give Greg Stewart his chance out in the right.
Mm-hmm. See, to be honest with you, Stardog, see the Strand Ransom Murn game, we could have played without the goalkeeper.
Aye.
I know, that's what I'm saying, Albert. You know, would you be happy to drop a midfielder for that formation?
I'd be happy to do something. I'd be happy to do something, Stardog, to get this changed, because that's not right what happened yesterday. What's that, Paul?
Time for a change, mate.
That's exactly right, man. Because you can't say that worked yesterday, and it didn't no work. It didn't no work spectacular. That's the thing. You go, you were just slightly off your. We weren't slightly off our game, guys. We were completely and totally off our game.
I just think between the 3 midfielders, Albert, they're no forward thinking enough, mate. Ken, they're all kind of similar, mate. They're all kind of they can all go in there and tidy up the midfield, and they can play the nice odd pass and things like that. Stephen Davis breeds class, mate. I would happily drop either Kamara or Davis to get either Arfield, Greg Stewart, Ojo, Jordan Jones. But I mean, Greg Stewart would be the first in line for me, mate. I would move Aribo into number 10 behind Defoe or Morelos. I mean, could you imagine that? Kennan on the left, Morelos up front with Aribo behind him and Greg Stewart on the right. That's lightning, mate. That could really work for us, and we'll still get Davis and Jack in the midfield if we need them.
But I'm a great believer. If Defoe's playing, I would push Davis further forward. He's the one with the brains. He sees these runs, and let Jack and Kamara be the holding players, because they're better at that. But Davis is a better football player, no doubt about it. He's a better football player. So I would push him up closer to
whoever somebody's got to be closer to the front man, isn't they?
Oh, definitely, because he's standing up there. Alfie loves it. He loves all the defenders. He'll take them all on himself. He just loves it. He wants to fight them all. He that's his game. That's just right up his alley. But Defoe's not like that. Defoe, as Jimmy kept pointing out, Defoe is a football player. No, he's not that. He's right. You're right, Job. He's not that type player. He's not physical. He didn't.
They just stop him with the service getting to hang with Defoe. We just run out of ideas. I'm talking about
Defoe's a cultured player, as I call it. You know, he doesn't like the rough and tumble, and it's Scottish football, and that's what it's all about. You know, it doesn't matter what type of player we put in there. He's going to get battered about, and Alfredo, good for us, is up for it, and he likes a battle. He thrives on that.
Can I come in, Ox?
Disney. Is Jimmy here? Ox here's away just now. On you go.
Okay. No, I just wanted to just change it slightly a wee bit. I just want to ask a question, or maybe a couple of questions.
There you go.
What happens? In the game, during the game, I thought that the Hearts fans were absolutely shocking towards the Rangers players when they came anywhere near the terraces at all. The bile and hatred. and throwing the ball away, all that nonsense. That has to get stopped. It really does. In Scottish football, that's Motherwell's done it to us. I'm not saying it was them across the city. Inside the city don't date to us. They've done it to us all the time. But really and truly, Aberdeen, Motherwell, and now Hearts, which I never expected from Hearts, to be honest.
That doesn't affect the way we play, Bridge.
No. That's what I'm
Bridge,
saying. It's
Bridgeman,
slightly away from the football at the moment.
Bridgeman, can I just come in there? On what you're saying is, I know you sit up in the top of the Copeland, but I sit 10 rows away in the east corner, and I can assure you that when any opposing player comes near where we are, there is a few giving them verbal. So, and you know, I've said here before on the video, some it can be quite vile, but you know that's happens in football. So we can't be getting kettle and calling a pot black.
Yeah, but the supporters don't throw the ball away. The supporters don't draw the player in and then try to sort of dismiss them and throw the ball away. That happens a lot.
Jimmy, somebody keeps saying hello.
Hold on a minute.
One
at a time, guys. Wee minute. Somebody's trying to get in. Who's calling
in? Paul Smith from Hamilton.
How you doing, Paul?
All I want to say is, we're Glasgow Celtic.
Well, that's...
that was good.
Well,
that was good, Paul.
Well, that's made his night.
Good.
That's made his night,
good.
You know. He's got nothing better to do but phone in Rangers Radio.
I never heard him Clarky's on. He must have been straight jacket still on.
Well, there you
are. Catching rats, no, I mean, that's time of night.
Now, boys. There you are. Nothing better to do.
That was good. Enjoyed that. That was good.
Let's get back to the football, guys.
Can I just say what Bridge was saying there? Look, Bridge, I heard Albert saying that's part and parcel, and that is, you know, as I say, same as it'll happen at the game in Wednesday, and it'll happen next week, especially next Saturday against the Sheep. I've heard it on, I must admit, years going by I took part in it. So that's part and parcel of the game. Yep, it looks more vicious when you see it on TV, but the people that's got to protect them is the security and the police and that. So I'll let them go on with it, and we'll talk about the football, but it happens at all grounds.
So hold on a second. You're telling me that at Ibrox, the ball goes out for a throw in and into the crowd or close to the crowd, and the crowd wait until the opposition player comes up to them and then throws the ball somewhere else? Never. Never. You don't see that at Ibrox. You just won't.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with that.
Jimmy, did they shot in the pitch yesterday? Did you see when Barrett was taking the corners? He was struggling. He was struggling. He was right next to the horse with advertising boards.
Aye. But that's
George. It's always been tight out there. I mean, that was just the boards. It was restricting getting a run at it. It's always been a tight pitch out there. And that pitch wasn't conducive for good football yesterday. Anyway, you know what I mean. But that's not an excuse. It's the same for two teams. You can't make that an excuse. But anyway, guys, like my wounds, we get beat. That's the end of it. We get beat. We're not the scum. We don't go on about cheating referees and everybody's against us and they all done this and they all done that. We get beat fair and square. They played better. Played a rough game, a rough tumble game and beat us, and that's the end of it.
So who was the most rough and tumble? Who was the most rough and tumble of the two teams?
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
So, no, I'm asking a question. Who was the roughest out of the two teams, do you think, yesterday?
Oh, Hearts.
Hearts by far.
And you know that Rangers get 2 players booked and Hearts get 1.
But I judge standard. We all know what goes on with them. You're right, mate. I know. I've seen it myself.
I'm just throwing it in.
I've seen it myself. I know.
Just absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking.
But you can't say that was a dirty game yesterday. It wasn't a dirty game yesterday. They just bullied us after the ball. I mean, there were certain parts of that game. Some of our players were just getting thrown in the ground, and they were putting their hands up, and I'm going, "Don't start this pussy stuff again. Get up off your trumpet and get on with this game. Get tore into this mob." But no. Everyone was going, "Oh, look, he's pulped me." You're not getting the foul. Just forget about it. You're not getting it. Make sure you're going to get up or run about him the next time. But I can't be annoyed with us. Everybody's against us, and we shouldn't get beat. We get beat fair and square yesterday. I didn't like it. I hated it. I hated the way we get beat. I hated the way we performed. But I'm not going to sit here and turn and say, "Oh, we deserve to win that game." We didn't deserve to win the game because we didn't put enough into the game.
But right, I know, like tomorrow night. Obviously, we'll start talking about the team that. But we just quickly. I mean, it looks as if Ryan Jack's carrying an injury, and it has been for a few weeks. A calf injury, as far as I know. But I mean, we talked here about Flanagan. He's probably know the answer. I mean, how much would you change the team for Tuesday night? For Wednesday night. I mean, would you just put Polster in for Flanagan?
Oh no, mate. Oh no. To my mind, Jimmy, Gerrard's got a free hand now. He's got an absolute free hand. Yeah. He's all his fit squad to choose for now, and whatever he picks and puts out there, you can't argue with it, because that team in Sunday there doesn't deserve to get back out in that park, because that team. Part of that team against Stranraer and all of that team against St Mirren and Hearts were dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Not getting away from it. Dreadful, mate.
So would you change it drastically, Albert?
I mean, all I'm saying, Jimmy, he's got a free hand now. Any player gets strapped to that team for Wednesday's game has not got a complaint. None of them. Not one of them has got apart from McGregor maybe, but the rest of them, and Barisic maybe, but the rest of them have not got a complaint. If they get dropped, they've not got a complaint. So that's what if I was him, that's what I'd be telling them in training the day. Look, I don't know the team on Wednesday, but I'll tell you one thing: none of you take it for granted you are playing. I'm telling you that right now, because that performance. If you give them another chance with that performance, you're sending out a wrong message to them. But the rest of them, Jones, Ojo, Barker, Paulson, Big Edmondson, all these players, I'd be taking them aside and saying, listen. That display that they done there on Saturday is not acceptable. If I put yous in, you better take your chance. He's been warning them as well.
So how many changes do you think there'll be in Wednesday?
Honestly, in my mind, I want one thing, and in my mind, I'll tell you that he'll no do a drastic. What I'm saying, drastic. He won't do drastic. He won't. It's not his style. But in my mind, he should do drastic.
There'll be two changes to the starting line before we start. Obviously, I think Polster will play and Morelos will play.
Aye, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And by the way, I think Polster will play in the midfield. I don't think he'll play right back.
Wow. So who's going to play right back?
I think Flanagan will be back.
You think Flanagan will be back? So there'll be three changes.
I think Polster will be in for Jack. And if it was me, I'd be putting Polster in the middle of that park, because I like the look of that boy.
Where?
That boy's a battler. Who
are you going to drop out the midfield for him?
Jack's injured.
Oh, okay. Is he injured? He's
injured.
Okay. I didn't know that. Sorry.
And we can't leave Kamara after that. That was a shocking performance. GFK deserves to be dropped.
I would say so. I definitely.
So are you going to drop Arfield as well then?
Oh, Arfield.
Kamara, sorry. You're going to drop him?
I'm just saying that there's potential that on that performance you could drop Kamara. He was absolutely forget about what he'd done for the goal. It was all round performance.
I don't think Kamara was.
His all round performance, 100%. Oxshire was actually very, very poor, and that's me being polite, you know.
And we better get something right. According to guys I was talking to the other day, that Ross County gave them a game at Parkhead. Clancy played a blinder again for them. But that
it was not. But it takes it away from what we're talking about in that aspect. But you're talking about. I mean, it was never a penalty. It couldn't be. I
didn't see it, Jimmy.
I saw it on the news tonight. I don't watch. Me and Brids have stopped watching sports, seeing that. But I seen it on the news tonight. It was never a penalty in a million years. But it's what we do. I've always said that it's what we do. But going back to what Oxshire was saying, I mean, for me, definitely Kamara's his jersey for Wednesday night is shaky, to say the least. He was one of our worst performers. If Jack's been carrying an injury, maybe the manager should have been taking a chance on him and rested him. Be good to. I mean, obviously it's going to have to be Jermain Defoe on Wednesday night.
And Jimmy, seeing the St Mirren game at the end, Jack was limping about.
Aye. That's what I'm saying. If he was carrying an injury, then he shouldn't have been playing. So the manager's got to look at himself that way. But look, we all know what's going to happen on Wednesday night. You know, it's going to be the typical come to Ibrox and it's 10 behind the ball. And it's up to us to break it down. And if we come away with the Bridgeman result...
Fair, I don't think that team can play like that. Ross County. I don't think they've got it in their locker.
Well, you're probably right, what you're saying there, you know, but they're getting into the nitty-gritty of the season when results need to be good. You know, they need to start getting draws.
One at a time.
Can we put it this way? If Ross County looked at that Hearts game, they'll be like, we know why we're going to play them. What's the point of sitting back there? Go for them. Absolutely go for us. And I wouldn't be surprised if they went for us on Wednesday, by the way. We think we're going to pick them off and they score 4, 5, 6 goals. Normally I'd say if you go for us, we would do that. But the way they're playing the new and their attitude towards the games, big questions asked here, by the way. Big questions.
If we
and Katic and Golson should be shirrick.
One at a time, guys.
One at a time.
Katic and Golson should be shirrick with Gerrard. Absolutely shirrick. They 2 goals came to the middle of our box with 2 players facing our goals unchallenged. Unacceptable. That's the centre half's territory. That's your territory. Why are they guys getting a shot up? You're not even putting a block in. Forget about the challenge. Just a block. He's causing his trumpet again. I'm saying no. Not acceptable. Just not acceptable.
I think our midfield have got to turn up on Wednesday night because that team's going to attack. The same as we just mentioned there. They went to Parkhead and they didn't sit back too much because they apparently made a few chances, so they must have been up the park a couple of times. So as far as I'm concerned, no matter who we're playing, our midfield have to turn up and play to their best. They need to, otherwise we're knackered.
Well said, mate.
We put ourselves under a bit of pressure for the next 3 games that we were hoping to go and enjoy because of that performance. I'm going to say maybe not necessarily the result, but because of that performance yesterday.
Aye.
George,
sorry for hogging this, guys.
You're Albert. You're not EK George.
Sorry, I'm off again.
You're just getting too familiar now, right? Enough of it.
I'm overstepping the mark, mate. I'm overstepping it.
JFK, that's it. Put that down. That's his first verb.
I've got a big pen out. It was a pencil before, but it's a pen now.
Just after Burns night, Albert gets a verbal. George, and then Albert. On you go, George.
I think the team owes us a performance after that. Absolutely guff at the weekend, you know what I mean? They've got to come out, man, and play like Rangers should play and pass the ball about quick, man, and create chances and score. You know what I mean? Because this team will open up. They won't, as I say, they won't be part of the bus. They'll come at us. We've got to be prepared for that.
When you go, Albert?
The way I'm looking at it now, guys, correct me if I'm wrong here, Jimmy, there's 17 games to go in the league.
18 for us. 18 for us, 17 for them.
Right, 18 games. 18 games to go, guys. Start with Wednesday. It's a countdown now. 18 wins, we win the league. And nothing else is acceptable. Nothing. And I'll be telling that team, 18 games, starting on Wednesday, countdown for Wednesday. Just win that game on Wednesday, 17 games to go, and take it that way to the end of the season. We win the league. End of story. Enough mincing about I mean, enough mincing about with all this. Enough mincing about we're going to try boys in here and we're going to do this. And we're just go on with the business in hand here. There's 18 games and I want 18 victories. I'm not accepting anything else. I want 18 victories. Starting with Wednesday, one at a time.
On you go, then we'll go to Stardog.
The way I look at it, I mean, you're saying 18 games for us, 17 for them, but I mean, I'm disappointed about the result, obviously, the same as everybody else, but the way I look at it is, we're 5 points behind, and the game in hand, right, for me, before the game yesterday, was a trump card we had, right? Aye. But now it's a get out of jail card, and now it's no mistakes, right? Aye. We're only 5 behind with a game in hand. That's our get out of jail card. If we can win every game, including the game in hand, up to be play the puddle drinkers, then we go top of the league. It's never mind the 18 games to go. We need to get in front of them.
Hold on a minute. Getting in front of them is nothing, by the way. That's pointless. Totally pointless. No. 18 victories, League One.
No, I
It
know
doesn't
that.
matter. That's when it matters. At the end of the season, get in front at the end of the season. 18 games. Win the 18 games, you win the league. Start the countdown on Wednesday.
Of course,
and all the crowd at Ibrox should be getting on their backs right for the bear, getting right behind them and saying, right, here we go. Name any of this pussyfooting about. 18 victories, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Start on Wednesday.
Of course,
Can I come in before? I'm going to go. We're trying to look for a reason, and I don't think we've come up with one all right. I've given you my theory on some of the players, but I've got to take my hat off to my old mate Fox, who sort of foreseen this. He was getting annoyed. He got annoyed in Dubai when we never played 11 together that was going to be playing. He was getting annoyed with the Stranraer game, and then when we played the bounce game the next game, because he couldn't see any reason in it. And I'm going to tell you, the wise one's been proved right again.
Aye.
Because we lost momentum and took our foot off the gas. Stardock, can you come, sir?
I do believe Oxford we did take our foot off the gas. I don't know what the kind of mentality was between the team, obviously, when they were in Dubai, and what their kind of feel factor was between them and that. I mean, it happened to us last season. I don't want to go back to that because I believe we're a different squad. I think the results have proved that this year. But I think complacency, mate, if you start letting complacency kick in, complacency's a killer. So it is, and I wouldn't like to think for 1 minute they boys went away at that break and thought because they got that job done at Parkhead that they could start relaxing a bit and take their foot off the gas in games, because we had a real intensity before that break gone. And when we've returned, mate, I've not seen that intensity. Maybe Fox was right. Maybe we should have put the first team out against Stranraer and let them shake off their cobwebs and then get going again against St Mirren. Maybe that would have gave us a better performance against St Mirren. I don't know, mate. It's all off buts and maybes. But the one thing I do know, for this game on Wednesday, the top goal scorer in Scotland returns, mate, and what a lift he'll give the team. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised, because Rangers have done this to us time and time again. If we went out there and scored 3 or 4 or 5 goals and Morelos bagged his sell a couple, and then it's all of a sudden the panic's over. I'm not panicking.
I'll be even more annoyed if that happens, and that's the case. I think Sunday's result.
I know that, but it has happened, hasn't it? It has happened. Well, I mean, what do you think of the 4-2-3-1? Would you be prepared to lose a midfielder for the formation I was talking about and pushing a Rebo into the 10 and playing Greg Stewart on the right?
Well, Greg Stewart's no fit yet, mate. So
no, I'm just saying if that's a position that's there, Greg Stewart, Ojo, Jones, whoever. But my pick, if he was fit, it would be Greg Stewart. He would get his chance in there, and that would allow a Rebo to play, Kent to play, Morelos to play, and I'd be happy with Davis and Jack or Davis and Kamara in the midfield, because like I was saying, I don't think nobody's gone there to outscore us in games or really attack us in games. Everybody's sitting in against us. I do really think we could afford to lose a midfielder, mate, and
particularly against the low block rivals. But I'll go back to my point, mate. How can we not do that on the pitch and just tweak the personnel when we see the teams playing the low block as the commentary?
Just doesn't click, mate. It's
where did that come from? The low block.
The
low block, aye.
Oxford, I agree with you yesterday, man. That's Dubai, carry-on's got to stop, man. Go back to cutting cats, join sands, man. Know what I mean? It's lying next to the pro on the iPhones, man. You go on holiday at the end of the season with one something I'm talking about.
I don't know where the low blocks came from, Oxford, to be perfectly honest. It's quite a
Gary
new
Neville.
But as I'm saying, it's quite a new thing, and particularly in Scottish football. They used to just kick you off the park years ago. But now everything's blocking. It's a block. They're actually diving at you. They're actually diving at the players. I noticed that boy Suter running, must have been 5 or 6 yards to head a ball that was never a heading ball. Never. But he got to it. And the player's going to put his foot up, and he caught him in the head right enough, you know. That I would have said that that's the kind of style that they're playing. It's in for everything, you know. And they're no interested in the safety of the guy that's going to kick the ball and actually kicked him. No, that's not right. They're going to get somebody sent off, and it's just, to me, they're just going over the top. They're going that extra mile to do all these things. And I must say this to you tonight, and I'm not being funny when I say it. The saddest thing for me is that my team should have got a game in hand and win that game in hand at Ibrox, and should have went top of the league. and we've never been top of the league. That team never get the honours or the good grace or even the respect to go out there and play their game and win the game and get themselves on top of the league. So we never got that. And all the time it's been them across the city, and now we've lost it. I'm just sad for the players. That would have been a right boost for the whole club, going top of the league. My opinion.
100%. No, for me, it's no. Top of the league.
No,
only time it
matters
no halfway through it.
May.
Aye, that's when it counts. That's when it counts.
May. But listen, look, Stardog's made an interesting point about tweaking the personnel. I think you should be smart enough to do that as players on the pitch at certain occasions when you see how a game's gone. Because we became predictable when we play against this low block. But going back to the point that I brought up about Fox, about we mixed and matched the team for the St Mirren in this bounce game. Why did we not just, if we weren't going to play our first team, no play any of them against Stranraer, and then come back fresh against St Mirren? Why did we mix and match? Help me out, GFK.
Well, I was the same. I was beating the same drum as our good man Fox. I always say play our strongest team possible. If you've got to make a couple of tweaks, do it. But no the amount he made, And for me, then I can't get my head around why he played. He left all the players out, and then he played a bounce game and played nearly a full team against Queen of the South in a closed doors game. And I'm like Fox. I can't understand that. I mean, goodness sake, they're professionals. Surely they can go out there and play a few games in a few weeks. Look, we can make excuses all we want about the Dubai thing and that. Should we have went to Dubai or should we no? But it's the same as the deja vu. It happened last season. Did they come back after beating the puddle drinkers last season and thinking, no, we're the bee's knees, we're winning it? And did they feel the same way after beating the puddle drinkers there again? And they went to Dubai and they come back, and all we did was with a scrappy game against a team that's bolting a League One, looks as if we're going to get relegated, and against a poor St Mirren team, and then Hearts ate us up. They bullied us. So I mean, there's something wrong. You're talking about changing a game, Ox here. I mean, I know the players should be able to do that on the part, but I'm going to. This might not go well with a few guys. Now, I just think sometimes that Steven Gerrard's got a naivety about him. He'll not change a game.
At 5 to 9, 5 to 10, I asked you about the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is DVG.
Aye, I know.
Because we can talk about. He can come out and say the right words after the game, but his coaching staff job is to get our team on the pitch with the right tactics and the right mentality. Well, that's ultimately they failed yesterday.
No, just yesterday. I mean, they failed the last 3 games. The last four or five games. No, apart from the game against the Puddle Drinker, he should never have did what he did in Dubai. He played 2 separate teams. He should have played either his full first team, gave him the run out, and he should have done the same against Stranraer. And I'm with Fox on that, and I've always said that all Bears been the same. Always play a strong team, play to win. That's the way I was brought up to play football. Not at great levels, I've said before, but always the guys I played under, go out to win the game, play your strongest team. That's what you should do. And the elephant in the room, as you say, because sometimes somebody's don't want to mention the elephant in the room, Oxia, but the elephant in the room is there.
No, listen, if I'm doing Stevie G's report card, I'm still giving him 95%, but I've got that 5% about yesterday.
Well, it's about, there's always room for improvement, and the improvement right. Isn't happening, because let's not kid ourselves on. I mean, and we don't want to. What happens if we don't get the result that we're hoping for on Wednesday night? I'm more concerned about the game on Saturday against the Sheep, because if the way they'll come ahead of us on Saturday.
Too far ahead. We're going too far ahead. Ross County first.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying there, Stevie G's got to learn by that, Albert.
Of course he is. No, but that I don't understand. See, Fox is right, by the way, and I was agreeing with him. You've got to play your strategy with Jimmy. You've got to play your first team. You've got to play your first team, right? What annoyed me about it is last year when we come back and we get beat against Kilmarnock, the excuses after that game was we didn't get that first game in the Scottish Cup, that was can't, we'll not make that mistake again, blah, 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 we were rusty and all that. Well, if we all went, fair enough. This year, right, we'll not make that, we'll have a friendly in Dubai, great, have your friend, and he plays all of this separate teams and rubbish, just rubbish. Anyway, we come out, we get a Stranraer. What does he do? Does he play his first team? You go, wait a minute, last year you told us the first team were rusty because they didn't get this game. Then you've got the game, but we don't play the first team. That doesn't make any sense. Then he plays that team, Queen of the South, in a closed... Why does he not play all his reserves and all his fringe players in the Queen of the... and play his first team against Stranraer to get us up to speed? None of it makes sense. It just doesn't make sense. It's crazy. What's happening is they're forgetting what they're telling you the year before, and we're all listening to it and going, well, that must be the case. To my mind now, we are playing the way we're playing and we haven't a clue why we're playing that way, and we never had a clue last year either. So whatever's went wrong is still going wrong. So it's no sorted. It's definitely no. So we get to the winter break next year and we come back again. We'll play it again unless we find out why is this happening? Why is it happening? But we don't know. He doesn't know. Or maybe they do know and they're not telling anybody, but I'm telling you right now, the full teams to play against Stranraer, absolutely full teams to play against Stranraer.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yep, I don't think you've got any arguments there, Albert.
Bridgeman?
I agree with a lot of what Albert says. The truth of the matter is there for everybody, and all of us have got our own opinion on it. I just want to get ourselves back into it. Next game, biggest game of our season. Biggest game of our season coming up at Ibrox. And we need a team that can go there at Ibrox and beat them well. That's the truth. However, I don't know whether we're going to get that because I don't know what the manager and his coaching staff are saying to them. I don't know whether the players are feeling a bit upset about something. And as Albert says, they really need to get to the bottom of it if they want to find out what was going on. I don't know if we'll ever know and ever find out because in all probability our team are going to come out and win on Wednesday night. And everybody will be a bit more happy. And then we march on. Heads up, we march on. And we need to, because we're at Ibrox and we need to win it. So I just don't know. I agree with everything everybody says insofar as what their opinion is on these things. And other folk have got their opinion. I just don't see... I don't want to even think about past Wednesday. For me, Wednesday, we need to get to Wednesday. So we've got get rid of the game for yesterday. And we need to start talking and thinking about what we're going to do. And we need to know what the manager's going to do. So we'll not hear about that until Wednesday night. So we'll get this gap in our mind.
6 sleeps between now and Wednesday.
It's shocking, isn't it? It's shocking. No, but I'm not being funny when I say it. It's quite sad because you know that we got beaten. And it's like an absolute disaster for us. It's just what it's like, an absolute disaster. And we've had a few of them, we know that, but my God, here we are, we're looking for it to go 55, we've got everything in, we've got the cards to play, you know, we've got everything in the locker, we're playing really well, and we go to Dubai, and we don't come back. We came back, I know we're physically back, but really and truly, we aren't really back, have we? So that is our big problem, in my opinion.
Starter, do you get any thoughts on it, mate? You're pretty uncritical of the team. You talk about formations and you don't really criticise the players much, you know, but...
Well, I'll talk about myself as a player, mate. I mean, you've got to remember that it's not just the fans that are watching you. It's your pals that are watching you, your family's watching you. I'd like to think, mate, after some of the performances these players have given in the past couple of games, and I'm not mentioning any names in particular, but as a team, mate, some of them, self-pride's got to kick in at some point, mate. Self-pride, I mean, how can you go there and look your pals in the eye that are watching you play that game and thinking, you'd nae dig about you? It's just self-pride's everything, mate. Do you know what I mean? I would like to think that some of them have got that in that team. And it's not been good enough, mate. It hasn't been good enough. We've not moved the ball fast enough in the past couple of games. We've looked lackadaisical, but the service has not been there to Defoe. It's been terrible, mate. But obviously, we progressed in the Cup and we get 3 points against St Mirren. And that kind of coats over a lot, mate, because, you know, we're all about the 3 points and just getting the wins on the board. And I think if we'd played like that for now to the end of the season and won the league like that, mate, nobody would have any complaints. Do you know what I mean? But it's not been good enough, mate. And the past couple of performances proves that it's not been good enough.
Here's a theory for you, another theory, Albert, is some of them maybe started believing their own hype.
Probably, by the way.
It's a good point. I wouldn't put it past them, put it that way. And if it is that case, that's definitely down to the coaching staff to put them back in their place and get their feet back in the ground, and their teammates saying, "Wait a minute, who do you think you are?" No, I mean, you get a grip of yourself. You're no the star man, or there isn't any star man in teams anyway. I don't believe in it. So it's we're all together. It's everybody for all, one for all, and all for one type thing for me. I'm a musketeer, mate.
You can't say that, mate. Bridge were treated the same in a team, mate.
Aye, I don't care. He's got to stop the goals and you've got to create the goals. But without him stopping the goals, you can't create them. Vice versa, if you don't create them, he's got to stop more goals. So it's all together stuff. It's a team's a team. You win and lose, as the old cliche says. You win and lose as a team.
Fair. That's fair. I'm not wanting to just dig out Kamara, JFK, but if he's maybe reading it and had his head turned, or maybe thinks he's a £10 million player, but too good for us. And if your attitude's no right when you go in the park, you put in performances like he done yesterday. No, JFK.
Can I just say you're absolutely right there, Roxchair? If you do that, which it's there for everybody to see. It's been heading that way for the last 3 games, and the crash happened. Big crash happened yesterday, and unfortunately, now we're still talking about it in a negative sense. We need to start talking positive now and get the team built up for Wednesday.
That's man. I think, man, since we come back for the winter break, man, there's been I'm not listening to the wheel. You know what I mean? It's been shaky, and yesterday it came off. The wheel came off.
Yeah,
we need to get it back
so.
on. We need to get it back on. Getting it rolling properly again.
You know, I have to say, I'm like one of the guys. I'm a nutcase, and I'll sit and I'll watch the game again. I haven't done it up to now, but I'll watch that game again, and I'll watch the game again and again and again. So you're sometimes 5 and 6 times you're watching a game, and then you see a lot of the moves. I played football for many a long year, and I was good at reading the game, and I was pretty quick, and I could head a ball, could a good jumper, and could head the ball. And I had a lot of fight in me. Unfortunately, too much. But, you know what happens on the football pitch. You've got to get in and fight your place, you know. So I just watch my team and I think to myself, there's some of them they lose the fight very quickly, and a lot of that's down to they might not be quick enough. You know, the guy's beating them and he's away from them before they can even get him. That kind of thing, you know. So all that needs to be all sorted out in one way or another. And the rest of it to me is just confidence. It's just total confidence. It just seems to ooze right out of them.
This is no criticism, Ryan Jack. This is a compliment towards him, and I'll take this to Albert. Maybe he's been fighting too many of their battles.
Exactly, mate. Taking too much on his cell, the boy. You know what I mean? You sit and go, he's flying into all sorts of things. He's all over the pitch. He's back, he's up, he's doing his back, he's over there, he's everywhere. You know what I mean? He's and seeing any team breaks on us, he's the first one that's sprinting to get there. So you might be right. Now the boy, if the boy's at the team, we'll soon see who's going to step up to the mark now, because he's a big loss. He's a big loss, the boy. I mean, when he signed for Rangers at first, I was convinced with the boy that he was good enough for Rangers. But since Gerrard came in, the boys get better and better and better. Whether he's at his peak, I don't know. But we definitely need him in the team. There's no doubt about it. We definitely need the boy in the team. And I just hope that we've got a replacement again there and take care of him, because we're going to need it. But it's time to step up to the plate, guys. I don't care what team he puts out there on Wednesday. They better step up to that plate. And I don't want any shrinking violets, and I don't want any excuses. And I don't want any, if onlys are all done, mate. Go on and score the goals. And as the old cliche say the game, and if we'd have done it on Sunday there, goals change games. If they can't and are able to score their 2 goals, which they should have done, it's a different game. It's a different game altogether.
Or even one of them over there. Even one of them. They should be scoring, and that's happened too often, by the way. It's happened all last year, and it's starting to happen this year now. We're missing too many chances, good chances. You're allowed to miss chances. Everybody misses chances, but we're missing some absolute sitters now. And you're saying, come on, guys, bury them, and this game completely changes. Anyway. I'm not going to rant anymore.
Can I ask you guys a question? getting running out of time here. Do you agree with the way that the gaffer did his presser, that when he was asked the question about transfers coming in, how many players do you think you need? And when he said, by the looks of the night, we could maybe bring 8 in. Do you think that'll be detrimental to what happens in Wednesday night, or do you think that'll give them a G up?
Oh, it can work both ways, mate. I'll tell you what we can't do is we can't criticise the gaff for being honest all the time.
No, I just...
I'm not having a go at you, and then all of a sudden we think, oh, he shouldn't have said that because he wears his heart on his sleeve, and I love it about him.
Yeah, exactly.
He was angry, Jimmy. He was really... You could see it in his face. He was really angry. And I went, he'll do for me, by the way. The way he was looking is the way we were all feeling. And he was biting his tongue, by the way. And that guy was trying to press him to get a wee bit more out of him, by the way. And I went, he hopes he was just going to blow up.
I mean, you
but
think
he held his still together.
JFK couldn't touch his roasters yesterday.
True, very true. Very true.
Put you off your grub, Jimmy. It's getting serious if it's put you off your grub, man.
Tell me about it, mate. I just supplemented it with vodka. There you go.
Oh, well. Well, you're on liquids now, aye.
On liquids.
Diet.
But my reason for asking that, and I know what Oxy are saying, I mean, he wears his heart on his sleeve and that, was just that I'm just wondering what kind of effect that'll have, because some players just, they fold under pressure, they don't like criticism and that, and
well, I'll answer it this way, Jimmy. I'll answer it this way for you, Paul. If any of them take the hump, I'm saying that they shouldn't be at Ibrox. They should take on board what the man's saying.
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's any danger. Sorry, boy. Sorry.
Sorry, Bridge. Before you come in, what did you think, Jimmy?
I think he was very honest with him. Very, very honest, and I was glad that he made that comment, because I think he's telling everybody the way we feel. I thought his comments were absolutely wonderful. And 5, 6, 7, 8 players out there didn't perform tonight, and if I was buying MD, maybe I should buy 8 players. That's telling them that wasn't good enough, and that was a good way of putting it. So, bit of psychological there, and I'm hoping that it works for Wednesday night, and then we can go and score a few. I know we've got Alfredo back, but he doesn't make us just a one-man team. He needs to get there. We need to get all perform. Don't just rely on Fred all the time.
Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening, and it's Bridgeman.
What can I say? Can I just say that I think our manager has said the right things, and it should be noted by the players as well. And there should be no half surrender on that. Should be just take it on the chin and get your body into the vogue again. Get back to play. Can I just say, all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is huge game, biggest game of the season coming up. We need the result. We need the fans in there. Get your tickets and go for it. Keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers need us. Keep it going.
Can I thank everybody who called in? But for some mad reason, everybody decided to call in about roughly the same time. But that's just Rangers Radio for you. And George, you're going to have to go on a Bridgeman course, how to learn how to work your phone, mate.
I know.
We'll send you away with Bridgeman for a course.
No bother, mate. No bother.
All right.
You keep calling it Cougar Hands.
Aye. Just see Bridge for the expenses.
See, just before you go, 30 seconds, Oxshire. Can I just give a big shout out to Denver Bear? Nice to chat to you tonight, mate. Speak to you soon. That's it, pal.
Denver's one of life's good guys. Don't know myself and yourself, aren't they? But Denver is.
Oh, we're the best, mate. Simply.
Simple. Thank you everybody that called in. I mean, obviously with James from Tennessee. I can't remember the boy's name for Orange County. I'm so jealous. What was it?
James.
No, he was for Tennessee.
Stephen it was.
Stephen for Orange County. And no, that was Stephen for Corby.
Was it Graham? Corby.
Graham for...
William, why did you say it was William for Orange County?
I don't know why. I suppose you could call Corby Orange County as well.
He's called Baza.
Baza for Orange County. Brilliant. Bridgeman, get yourself 30 old Speedos looked to her. We'll let you investigate that one.
I just put that in my head now. Speedo's on the bridge, man. Oh no. God, if me and you joined him, it'd be the worst YMC ever.
Anyway, thanks for everybody for listening. We've lost a game of football, but hopefully we'll come back bigger and stronger on Wednesday. Thanks for everybody. Speak to you tomorrow night. Take it away, Foxy boy.
They come from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from dear old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round to Timeless Park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, now set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch a friend or set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. There's Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch a friend or set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue, the Ibrox High, the Scotland's very best. Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch your friend or set your mind at rest. Oh yes, R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox High, the Scotland's very